Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make this cute little bracelet, so let's get started. All you'll need is this lobster clasp, a loop ring, 2 crimp beads, some pink beads, some larger blue beads, some white beads and some nylon cord. So to start off, you want to put one of the crimp beads on your cord and then a lobster clasp, and then you want to just go back through that crimp bead with the cord and then pull it until the lobster clasp is in the middle. So just like this, the clasp should be in the middle. There should be an even amount of cord on each end. And then what you want to do is you want to take some pliers and you just want to pinch that crimp bead together so that it keeps the clasp in place. Then you want to take one white bead and thread it on one end of the cord and then just go back through that bead with the other end of the cord so it creates this cross, and then you can just pull it tight. Then we are going to thread 2 white beads on one end of the cord and then take a pink bead, thread that one on as well, and then go back through the 2 white beads with that same end of the cord. And it should look a little bit like this. You can then pull it a bit tighter and it'll create sort of like a little triangle. Then with the other end of the cord, just take 2 more white beads, thread them on, and then you want to go back through that pink bead from the other side of the cord, and then you just want to go back through those 2 white beads again. So we're using the same pink bead that we used before, just going back through those 2 new white beads on the new end of the cord. And then when you pull it tight, it should start to form a flower. And then to finish it off, 1 white bead on one end of the cord and then go back through that white bead with the other end. So it should look like this. And next we're going to move on to the blue bead part. So we're going to thread 1 pink bead on one end of the cord and then go back through with the other end of the cord. Pull that one tight, just like this. And now we want to take 2 pink beads and thread 1 on each end of the cord, just like this, 1 on each end. And then you can take 1 blue bead and then thread it on one end and then go back through with the other end. You can pull that one tight and then it's sort of starting to form that flower shape. Now we're going to put 1 pink bead on each end of the cord again and then go 1 more pink bead on one end and then go back through with the other end of the cord. So now we're just going to repeat everything that we just did. So we're going to take 1 more white bead, go through one end and then back through with the other end of the cord, pull that one tight, and you will see the pattern that we're creating here. So now we're going to take 2 more white beads on one end and then 1 more pink bead. So we're just repeating what we did before, and then go back through those just the 2 white beads with the same piece of thread. So it's creating that little triangle again. And then we just get 2 more white beads for the other piece of cord, and then going back through that pink bead from the other side, and then back through the 2 white beads that you just threaded onto the end of the cord. So going back through those 2, back up, just like that. And it sort of creates this little looped pattern that you can just pull tight. And then as you can see, it does create like the flower pattern. And then to close it off, just the same thing, go 1 white bead on one end and then go back through that white bead with the other end. So there's another flower. So I'm going to do the blue bead part one more time. So 1 pink bead on one end and then back through the pink bead with the other end of the cord, pull that one tight, and then you take 2 pink beads, put 1 on each end of the cord, just like that, and then 1 blue bead and then go back through with the other end of the cord, pull that one tight as well, and then you're going to put 1 pink bead back on each end of the cord, and then just repeat that step again where you put 1 pink bead on one end and then go back through with the other end. So now that we've got our pattern starting to form, all you're going to do is just repeat that until you've got a long chain just like this. So I've got my long chain And then to close it off, you're just going to take one crimp bead, put it on one end of the cord, then your little loop, and then you're going to go back through that crimp bead with the same end that you just threaded on the crimp bead. So back through, and then you're going to take the other end of the cord, so this one here, you're going to go up through that crimp bead, and then you're going to go through the little loop, so through that little metal loop, and then you're going to try and go back through that crimp bead, just like that. And then you've got your two ends poking out, so you're just going to pull those two tight until they meet back up with the end of the bracelet, just like that. And then you can just squeeze your crimp bead so that it keeps it all in place. And then from there you can just cut off the excess pieces once that's all secure. So just cutting off those two excess ends, and then that's your bracelet. I really hope you guys found this tutorial helpful, and please, if you do make this bracelet, let me know. I would love to see all your creations. But thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. I'd love to get to 20k, but thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you in the next tutorial.